Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your reading for the 22nd through the 28th of November. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Cancer primarily in tropical astrology. However, it could resonate anywhere where you have Cancer in your tropical natal chart. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. If this reading doesn't resonate, Cancer, try watching readings on this channel for any other part of your natal chart. You could find important messages that you need there instead. If you want to book a private reading with me that isn't general, but it's personal and just for you, the link to my website to schedule a live one-on-one with me is down in the description below, although I am booked up for the next 2 weeks. I do have availability in the middle of December, though. If you're new to this channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell. Welcome to Samachandra Tarot. Right now, it's Samachandra Cancer. Let us begin. Let me just start with the tarot for you guys, because I was doing the oracle messages. I'm really stripping down my readings this week, you guys. I've needed to clear my energy out. I've been doing a lot of dramatic, heavy, intense, he said, she said kind of readings. I'm kind of over that. I needed to get back in touch with each individual zodiac sign. So I stripped the reading down, but I did use a little bit of tarot. So I'm going to start with that first. Cancer, you seriously look like you need privacy this week. Jeez. I was like, whoa, they need to spend some time alone. The crab has gone into its shell, eh, Cancer? You see yourself right now as the Seven of Swords. You're like, I just got to take my shit and go. You may be in some situations that you do not feel comfortable in at this time, and you feel like you need to just slide away from them. I'm not clarifying it, and I'm not necessarily seeing like you're lying or you're doing something deceitful, because the way you feel is the High Priestess and your action is the Hermit. I'm like, okay, we're done. That says it all. You guys really feel like you need to get out of a situation this week quickly. I think you need to just spend a lot of time alone, listening to your intuition and doing some self-reflection before you take action moving forward. You know, we're coming out of Scorpio season. Maybe it was really heavy for you guys. And we're kicking off Sagittarius season, which is, you know, Sag is the energy of expansion and abundance and fortune and mutable, happy-go-lucky energy. I just think you guys need to process what Scorpio season brought in for you, because the High Priestess and the Hermit make their own way. They go off by themselves. They break away from the energy of the Hierophant. They don't negate the system or tradition or the community at large. They just kind of need to go off and do their own thing. This week, you clearly need to go off and do your own thing. So what's between you and the environment is the Eight of Wands. I think you're getting a lot of messages and a lot of communication, probably a lot of phone calls. I saw like someone's voicemail box being completely full. Like maybe you're really busy. Maybe there are people you don't want to hear from, or you need alone time this week. But in your environment, I have the Ten of Cups is the way someone sees themselves. This looks like family, maybe something going down in your community. The Page of Cups, I mean, it could be family member, a married person, your family. Here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving week. I kind of get the sense that like maybe you're invited to a party you're not sure you want to go to, maybe feeling a little insecure about it, because someone's feelings for you this week, Cancer, are the Page of Cups, and their action towards you is the Four of Wands. Hey, come over and hang out this week. And you're like, no. You may need to just like send them a text back. This looks like people or someone opening up to you emotionally, wanting to get together with you. Maybe you just feel like you need to act upon your own behalf. You may just feel like a little bit of a wallflower, but I do see communication going back and forth. Make sure you make it clear to people, Cancer, that you're feeling overwhelmed, because what came out as your advice is parrot spirit. Watch your words. Yeah. Maybe you're not going to talk to people this week because you're afraid you're going to bite their head off. Maybe you just had a shit week last week. Like maybe last week just wasn't your week. You are being advised to choose your words carefully. Also watch out for being part of gossip and hearsay at this time, moving into this 4th week in November. And then at the bottom of this deck is Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. I feel like you guys are going to be very focused on maybe nesting in your home. You're going to be looking at the finer details of life. You're going to be focused on just like your everyday idiosyncratic routine. The Hermit really likes that. So does the High Priestess, being very ritualistic, practicing a lot of mindfulness at this time, staying in your present moment. Watch out that you don't get skittish. Sometimes when someone's so detail oriented, it stresses other people out. But I think you're just basically sticking to yourself, Tend to the small details. Any answers you're looking for are in the details, not necessarily in words. Okay. But I really loved what came out of the Sacred Forest deck for you guys. This is a brand new deck for me. Had my eye on it for a while. I said, I'm going to use it for the water signs. I like breaking in a deck with water energy. Fire Spirit came out. I do have energy, Eagle Spirit, Freedom, and then Spirit Guardian of Autumn, and we are in autumn here, and I'm on the East Coast in my part of the US, letting go. Now I have Aquarius and Freedom here twice. I feel like you guys I feel like this alone time might be necessary for you because you've got details you want to tend to. You don't really want to talk to people right now because you don't want to have like stressed out conversations or words with somebody. I think you're trying to break free of something and let go of it this week. And in doing so, you're going to raise your own energy. I was like, okay, I see where this is going. This is the best thing for them at this time. Best thing for them. Astrologically, you have a strong activation in your second house. This is a house of assets, finances, and things that you value. Check out your Venus placement. That'll tell you what's probably your strengths and weaknesses in your second house at this time, because this is about our own self-worth and our personal talents. Sometimes it's about our privileges as well, and it's your earning ability. Also, how you make money at this time. I think with Aquarius coming out with the second house and Virgo, you guys have been very busy because the energy of Virgo is very dutiful and hesitant and humble, and it's discriminating and diligent, and it'll just work, work, work. But when it comes to what you work on, Cancer, and the way you value yourself and your assets, like it's got cars, money, and all that, Aquarius is coming in with freedom. This energy is freedom loving and rebellious and idealistic and technological. Some of you really want to shake things up. Some of you at work may decide, like especially for my entrepreneurs, you'll be like, I want to do like inventory with an entirely new computer system. Some of you are going to be using technology in a different way. You may get upgrades in a vehicle or around your home. I just saw someone putting in a security system or like hooking Alexa up to like everything in their house. I think that you are going to want to make some major changes this week in regards to money and what you value. You will let go of some things. And Aquarius and Freedom coming out shows us that you're going to feel so much better once you do. You're going to raise your energy level when you do that. You're really going to protect yourself as well. Oh gosh, the Page of Swords is here too. Okay, this could be someone watching you from afar, Cancer. It could be a female spying on you, keeping an eye on you, or this could be a parent and a child dynamic. I just heard me and my kid don't want to come to your party because you're jerks or whatever. You may feel the need to protect yourself this week. You definitely want all the facts before you proceed, or there's someone else around you that just has that erudite air energy. They may be watching you at this time. You may not want to talk to them. But for yourself personally, I do think you're going to be working a lot this week, Cancer, but you're definitely going to want to shake things up and make some changes. Yeah, technological changes as well. When it comes to relationships, this could be romantic, familial, friends, otherwise, even your relationship with work or yourself. Rejection came out. This rejection is actually divine protection, mastery. You've already learned the spiritual lesson, and healing. Old wounds and childhood issues may be revisited at this time. I also see vulnerable here. I'm definitely feeling like some of you may not be going home for the holidays this week or in the next couple of weeks. I think some old childhood wounds have been triggered for you, or with someone in your environment maybe. Any rejection that you faced, it's coming up, and it might be like a Chiron activation where an old wound is coming up again for you at this time, Cancer. Just know that if there was a rejection, it was actually for divine protection, and you've really already gotten the spiritual lesson. You can just move on from this. You're going to be okay. Something may be making you feel vulnerable, triggering an old wound of some kind. Further advice about relationships in your life this week: let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. You're taking your space. I was like, they don't need this advice. They're already doing this. But I think this is spirit like saying, we've got you, we've got your back. You know, if you need space and calm and quiet, we understand, we know why, because love never claims, it simply allows and gives. You need space, Spirit's saying, we know you do. Also, friendship came out. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationships and your love life will dramatically improve. Just stick to your friends right now, because if you're seeing yourself as the Queen of Swords, Cancer, your sword is raised. You're maybe a little less trusting of people at this time. The Queen of Swords has been through some shit. That's why she's holding a sword of discernment and not a cup of love. I was like, ooh, Cancer, you've put down the cup and you've raised your sword maybe, or you've got someone else around you that's doing that with you. There is a potential for friendship here, but not this week. Okay, not this week. Also, at the bottom of this deck, look inside yourself, examine what's causing you to feel this way. You're already going to do that. The Hermit is going to do self-reflection. So you're already doing what your advice, I was like, they're already doing this. They're already doing exactly this. I feel like the advice and the Oracle cards came out just to kind of reaffirm for you that it's okay to like, I mean, obviously don't take anything that doesn't belong to you. I also just heard some of you have information about someone or something that makes you feel a little weird or awkward, so you don't want to talk to them about it. It could be a family member. You're just being given support for the decisions you're making. Focus more on your second house, your self-worth, and the things that you value, what you're putting work into, what you can free yourself from and let go of. It's in the little things. It's in the details. All right, Cancer, that's your reading for the 22nd through the 28th. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. The link to my website is down in the description below this video. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Cancer. Bye. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.